Hey everybody, welcome back. If you are new here, I am Missy, and this is Missy's Yarniverse and More. Today is Thursday, which means it is Twisted Thursday Mandala Madness. And for all you new people who do not know what Twisted Thursday Mandala Madness is, I'll give you a little quick synopsis. The lovely Amanda over at Obsessive Crochet Lady and myself, back in the late summer, early fall, had been discussing making a project together, over long distance, of course, because she lives in an entirely different state. And we were trying to figure out what we both wanted to make it together. Of course, both of us first brain went to amigurumi because we both love to make amigurumi. But then we started discussing blankets because her and I make a lot of blankets, and it seemed like a lot of fun, and we could have more people join in with us. Whereas not everybody does amigurumi. So we decided we were going to do a blanket. And part of the reason is because she had ordered from the Wool Warehouse some very pretty Christmas cakes, and she wanted to use those in a blanket. So we were trying to figure out what kind of blanket. We tossed around some ideas. She asked me about what about the Mandala Madness. I had not done it when it came out as a crochet along in 2016 because I had a lot of lifey stuff going on. And so I told her I would look into it. I did. And I thought, perfect. Since she was going to do a Christmas blanket, I was going to do one as well. But I could not find a Christmas cake in the colors that I decorate with because I do more whimsical instead of traditional. So I kept looking, couldn't find anything, and I was like, okay, she's doing hers in her Christmas cake. I'll just go ahead and use my favorite color in Mandala, which is Nifflers, which is also her favorite color. So then she was like, but if you're going to do Nifflers, I'm going to want to do Nifflers. And I really want to do the Christmas. So what I decided to do was order skeins of the Christmas colors I use and just change colors whenever they tell you to, since I wasn't going to be using a cake. But then we still had the Mandala Nifflers version on our brains. So we had a little discussion and we decided, why not? We're both crazy enough to do 2 blankets at one time, right? So that is how Twisted Thursday Mandala Madness was born. We are now on our 15th week update. And if you don't know what the Mandala Madness is, which I know most people do, or they've heard of it, it was a crochet along that was put out by Helen Shrimpton at crystalsandcrochet.com. And it was released in 18 parts. I think they dropped a part per week for you to do. And at the end of the 18 parts, your blanket would look like this. And Amanda has done a couple of these before. She has left them round. Helen actually released an additional part where you could square it off if you did not want to leave it round. I still am undecided as to whether I'm going to square mine off or leave it round. I will figure that out when the time comes because I know I'll keep changing my mind. But yes, I am using the written portions. I don't want to show the pattern because it's not mine. You can go to crystalsandcrochet.com. You can set up an account. All you have to do is put in your email and create a password. They do not inundate your inbox with a bunch of junk mail. As far as I can even think of, I have not even received any emails. I'm assuming that if she were to come out with another CAL, you might get a notification. Um, and for those people who do not do written versions, there is also video tutorials, and those are on YouTube. There's a different tutorial for each part, 1 through 18, and then the additional 19th. And those are by All in a Nutshell. And I know if you've watched Amanda's video, she does give you a warning because she is using those where you have to be careful and watch what she's doing, because sometimes she will revert, even though she's trying to do it in American terms, US terms. Sometimes she does, when she's telling you what to do, she resorts to UK terms. So you have to be very careful. I don't do tutorials. I mean, I can, I just don't prefer to. I like to be able to just grab the part of the pattern I'm working on, and if I need to go somewhere, granted these are getting too big to drag along with me anymore, but I always print them out by the section. Last week, I just lost my train of thought, guys. It's been a last few weeks, I'm telling you. But Amanda and I had decided we were going to do this make-along, stress-free, no expectations of trying to get it done by a certain date. We're just going to keep doing it until we get them done. We had initially said that we were going to do no more than 5 rounds per week. However, we knew at some point the blankets would get too big and we would not be able to get all 5 rounds done every single week. And guys, we are there. The last week or so was kind of trying for the rounds we were on. They were very labor intensive and tedious. And so last week, I think, I can't remember if I got 2 rounds done or 3. I think it was 2. Because I ended on round 68. I did not get round 69 or 70 done if I was going to do the 5 rounds, which, guys, I'm going to be honest, they're too big now. I'm not seeing 5 rounds unless they are all super simple and you can breeze through them. But with doing 2, nope. We're there, guys. So this week I was going to be picking up on round 69, and we'll see how far I got this week. But the yarns I'm using for my Mandala version is Lion Brand Mandala Nifflers. There's the info for Nifflers. And pretty. It's a lightweight number 3, and it's 5.3 ounces or 150 grams, 590 yards or 540 meters, 100% acrylic. And I can't read the small print for your hook and needle recommendations. So that is my Mandala version. And then for my Christmas version, which is entirely different than Amanda's, I am using Herrschners Worsted weight in 5 different colors, and I'm not going to pull them all out because skeins are becoming a sloppy mess. It's a 4-weight yarn, 100% acrylic. Each ball is 8 ounces or 226 grams, 489 yards or 448 meters. And on this one, I can barely read it. They recommend a US size 7 knitting needle and a US size I9 crochet hook. And it's made in China, machine, wash, and dry. And like I said, this is from Herrschners. My color palette, I am using in this specific order, and I'm keeping the order as I go. I am using Cloud White, Pixie Pink, Victorian Red, Seaspray Blue, and then Lime Green. And if you're new here, you're probably thinking, oh my word, are those really Christmas colors? Why, yes. Yes, they are. In my house, they are. We do decorate whimsically. And as an added bonus, I do decorate my kitchen. It's themed in Pioneer Woman, and the colors match very well. So I could leave my version out all year long and it'll blend in. So, how far did I get on these blankets? I'm trying to get the energy. Oh, and I didn't weave in the ends on this one. Whoop. Uh-oh. So I will show you the Mandala version first. And I think I did weave in the ends on this one. Maybe. Yes, I did. And like I said, they are getting huge and a little hard to show all at one time. So here is the Nifflers version. And I'm really loving how it's coming out. But I did, like I said, I ended on round 68 last time. So I got round 69, 70, and 71, which was these V-stitches and then this purple trim in the blue, I believe. Yep. Lots of detail. And I'm loving how the colors are transitioning on all these. Very, very, very pretty. But yeah, there's the Mandala. And I haven't measured them. It's almost my arm length wide. Mine are a little bit bigger than Amanda's because she is using I'm trying to remember what size hook she's using. She's using a smaller hook than I am. I do crochet tight, but I wasn't willing to go down that low. For my, this one that's in the 3-weight yarn, I'm using a 4.5 millimeter dots. And then for my 4-weight version, I am using the 5.5 millimeter dots. So yeah, this is that one. So we're going to put her away. And I have them in a tote. The tote's getting too small for both of them. So unfortunately, that means I'm going to end up having 2. Yeah. I didn't want to have to go there because that's a lot to be stacked up next to my chair. But, oh well. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And like I said, I forgot to weave the ends in on this one from where I stopped. I also got 3 rounds in on the Christmas. And I ended on round 71 as well. Yeah. Because I'll be picking up on round 72 for next week. And look at this static electricity. Woo! Yeah, it's gotten cold here. It's actually sleeting outside right now. We had thunderstorms yesterday, and it's sleeting and spitting snow right now. So here is my Christmas version. I know, she's getting huge. She is big. Um, but on this one, I did start with the white and then transitioned to the Pixie Pink. Let me scoot up a little. And then, whoa. Then I went to the Victorian Red, then to the Seaspray Blue, then to the Lime Green, and then started back with my sequence of colors. And I'm keeping the same sequence all the way through. I'm not changing it. And I'm really, really liking how it's turning out. Although it is getting heavy. Excuse me. My biggest worry is I am so worried that we are still going to be working on these during the summer, and it is going to be so stinking hot. And then to have a blanket this big and this heavy laying on top of me, I don't know. The other one, not so much. It is thinner, it is more lightweight. It is like a blanket throw for summertime, I think. This one is going to be super hot laying on you if we're not done, which I don't know, because this pattern has, if you complete through part to 18, it's 111 rounds, and that doesn't include the additional to square it off. And I've completed 71, so that means there's 40 more rounds to go. Yeah. And the more rounds we go, the bigger it gets and the heavier it gets. So, yeah. I wish I could have this done before our fair. I honestly do. This would be an awesome fair entry, but our fair is too early. I haven't checked to see when it is this year. Usually it's about the third week of July ish. But last year they hit us with a surprise, and our county fair was the last week in June. So, yeah, I had to rush to get projects done that I did get done. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to enter, but it's all good. While I'm thinking about it, once I'm done with this video, maybe I need to get on there and look, because I would like to get a head start on my fair projects. So, yeah, there we go. Here is the Christmas version, and it's getting huge. So, but I'm loving it. It is so pretty. So pretty. Yeah. I wish that I was getting more done on them, but I started getting a little behind in not being able to do the 5 rounds a week due to the AFib stuff that was going on. And just a little update, because I've had several people messaging and asking, and I haven't had time to get to like everybody, because I have been so tired and I have been sleeping a lot. And not getting a whole lot of crochet done. But I have not got my echo results back yet. The cardiologist is slacking, big time. And yesterday morning, well, by the time you're seeing this, Tuesday morning, they had me go to the hospital. Well, actually, I was supposed to go Monday, and there was an emergency, and the one person who attaches Holter monitors was busy in the emergency room, and they had life flight there. and everything. So they had me come back Tuesday morning, and so I did. And yeah, they got the Holter monitor put on. It's on for 2 weeks. And it's funny, I was picking on Brian because they've changed. Used to, years ago, you had the little box that you wore on your waist, and you had these electrodes with the little sticky tapes. You could unhook yourself to take a shower and all that stuff. They don't do that no more. It's stuck to you um, for at least 2 weeks. And then once it's ready to come off, then you put it in this little box and you ship it off to the company. They download all the information, print out all the reports, and notify your cardiologist. But it has this little button, and they've gotten smaller. And so I had to tell Brian when he had come in, and he's like, "Well, did they get it put on you?" And I said, "Yeah." And I showed him, and he's like, "Oh, that one's different." And I said, "Yes." And that is not a mute button, so don't be pushing it. So, yeah. So I was picking on him, but so we're hooked up. I did have an event starting earlier. Had to push the button and record it in a low book. But I will be glad to get it off. Yeah. Uh, I did have to reschedule my mammogram because I totally forgot that was next week. And so I did call to verify, and just as I suspected, I cannot have the heart monitor on when I have the mammogram. So they had to reschedule me, but they only pushed it back to the end of March, which I was fortunate because if she would not have had the one opening, I would have had to wait till end of April. And this is the second time we've had to push it back because first time when it was my appointment, it was around Christmas, right before, and I got sick for Christmas. So my luck this year, I'm telling you. But anyhow, that is the update this week. If you have not gone over to see Amanda's update, head on over there and see how far she got, because I have no idea. I'm looking forward to seeing her update when it drops. Well, I'll probably be sleeping, but when I wake up, because her video drops at 6 a.m. for the update, mine at hers is 6 a.m. Eastern, mine is 5 a.m. Central, every Thursday morning. And we don't tell each other behind the scenes how far we've gotten or show pictures, nothing, so that we are completely surprised when we watch each other's videos, just like you guys are. So I'm anxiously awaiting to see how far she's gotten, and I'm sure she is anxiously awaiting to see how far I've gotten. But I know she's been working a lot, and she knows I have a lot going on with this, and so I have been sleeping a lot. And for those of you who have messaged me and I have not been keeping up, I am so sorry. I'm trying to get better with getting to those, but as you can see, I'm even getting winded doing the video. It has me that drained. But I'm still trying to remain positive and all that. And I do have some yarn haul videos I need to record because last week I made a trip down a little over an hour away from here, south of me, to my closest Joann's that initially was not going to be closing, but now since they all are, it is. So I figured while I had the chance, and before they are totally picked clean, I figured I would go down there for just a little bit and do a little farewell to my dear JoJo, and say goodbye. So I grabbed some stuff, and we'll do a video for that. And I mainly did that because I had done 2 online orders because I could still use coupons, and they were showing pending, 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 pending for forever. And normally when they're showing pending for that long, they end up canceling it on me. And so I was like, well, I might as well go down there because it was the last day I was going to be able to use the coupons that they had sent me for the shopping trip we did on Valentine's Day. And I had a coupon for so much off if you buy so much, and then I had a 25% off coupon, and it was in store on and you could use it on sale items as well. So I ended up stocking up on some big twist and such, and so we've got to do that video. And then I got notification that my one order had shipped. It's on the way here. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow or today when you're seeing this. And then the other one that I thought for sure was going to get canceled, I just got an email right before this video when I went in and checked, and it said it had a tracking number. So, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So as soon as those boxes get here, we'll do an unboxing for those, and I know it's probably going to be my last ones from my dear JoJo. So, we'll have the yarn haul from my little trip down there for my farewell, and then the 2 shipments when they get here. So I guess that's that. I'm trying to be optimistic because I do love Premier Yarn. I do order from there quite frequently. And now it looks like we'll be ordering from there more. I do order from Lion Brand, as you can see. Although Lion Brand, if you're watching, we need some better sales. Make those of us who are going to be sad because JoJo's is going bye-bye, make us a little happy with giving us a good sale. Yeah, just 30% off. No. And then there's always Herrschners, which does good sales as well. And I'm trying to remember where else. Because I've done several of them. So, yeah, we'll just have to find some other ways to acquire the materials we need to continue to make wonderful things for other people, for donating, which is 95% of the yarn I buy is for donations. So, yeah. And I love the fact that I'm able to do that to make other people happy. So I will keep on doing it until there's no place to ever order yarn from ever again, I guess. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if I don't get those videos out, which I'm going to try and do one for Friday, since I wasn't feeling well enough to do a Monday video or a Tuesday video, I'm going to try and do the shopping trip, the farewell shopping trip video, so I can get those out of the bags because they're still in the bags. And then once the boxes come, I will do the video for those and get them scheduled. So you'll be seeing those coming soon. And then once I get those all done, I can start getting some organization to the chaos that has ensued in here. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy your weekend. I hope it's warm where you are, which I know a lot of you are in some very cold weather. Like I said, it's actually spitting snow and sleeting here right now after thunderstorms yesterday. Go figure. So, yeah, I'm going to go curl up with my kitty, and I'm going to read a couple chapters in my book before I get ready to go to bed. And I will try and see you guys tomorrow with some yarny goodness. So I'm going to say bye for now, guys. I love you. Thank you for keep coming back. And for all my new subscribers, welcome aboard. I hope you stick around. And I promise I'm trying to get more back to my vibrant, cheerful, chipper self. We're working on it. Uh, yeah. So bye for now, guys. Love you. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going.